Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sideline. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics.
And that game against Milwaukee, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see their lineups get sorted out.
Here's the starting group for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Olajuwon is out there with Yao, and it's Malone in at the 3 slot. And for Chicago, Pippen is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Irving, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Scott in at the 2-guard spot. Richard, this place is absolutely... buzzing with anticipation. Each team with their first game of the season here tonight.
The key now is making sure your season starts with a win. That first dub is a catalyst to the start of your season. Helps you find a rhythm very early.
Now here's Van Vliet. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. Here's Yao. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And this is where you feed Yao, because almost no one is going to be able to block him.
Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Irving. And he banks in the layup.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Malone outside. Green against Scott. Here's Olajuwon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Jordan against Malone. The drive by Jordan. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Pass to Yao. Inside, here's Olajuwon, and then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Scott with the ball, picked up by Olajuwon.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Van Vliet. Basket good.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Pippen a screen. A drive by Jordan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Bulls have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. Irving passes to Scott. Driving to the basket.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Rockets trail. Pippen with the steal. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pippen a screen. The drive by Scott. Good work there as it goes.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
The Bulls shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
good from Scott. So, RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. The kick out to Scott. And again with the rebound.
If you look for someone to clean the glass, you can't do much better than this guy.
Yeah, he's setting the gold standard for rebounding, nearing the 4th most rebounds of all time. Now, here's Green. Nothing on the board. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pippen a screen. Here's Scott, rejected by Van Vliet.
And perfect positioning from Van Vliet, wanting to block shots whenever he can. Great instincts.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Now, here's Scott. He's got 7, and it's Scott with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Van Vliet. It's a 5-point game. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Checking out some numbers for Irving. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 25 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
They feel confident with him at the helm. He's effective at running the offense, and having someone like that off the bench is an absolute luxury.
Now here's Van Vliet. Back to Olajuwon. And Pippen pulls it down. Here's Chicago. They're on an 11-3 run. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. A drive by Jordan. Wembanyama. The kick out to Scott. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Scott's got 12 points in the game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint will be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. And it's good for 2. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Olajuwon finds Green. Malone outside. Olajuwon, the pass to Van Vliet. Yao with a screen on Irving. 5 on the clock. It's good. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, that's the definition of a masterful use of a pick and roll. Van Vliet just picking the defense apart.
The kick out to Irving. Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. Irving passes to Wembanyama. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Olajuwon outside. Down low. Looks for Yao. Gets it to him. That one goes in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Green against Scott. Drives to the hoop and finished off by Scott.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Van Vliet. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Malone kicks to Yao. Van Vliet wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Van Vliet's got 7. Chicago leading by 7. Now here's Scott. He's got 14. And it's Scott with the jam.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
For the Rockets, Tari Eason comes in for Yao. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Olajuwon left side. Over Wembanyama. And it's Olajuwon missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
It's stolen by Olajuwon. Eason against Scott. Green kicks to Olajuwon. Houston moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. The shot by Thompson, no good. Pass downing for Houston. It was a loss to Oklahoma City. Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
And it's the Rockets with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Thompson looking for an opening. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Jordan. And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here's Thompson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Malone down low. Covered by Irving. 2 points. That one goes.
Malone is relentless inside. So strong with non-stop effort.
Thompson against Scott. And finished off by Scott.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Like a fierce two-hander. Malone outside. Thompson sets the pick for Malone. Pass to Thompson. Here's Olajuwon. It doesn't go for him. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Irving passes to Scott. The kick out to Irving. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Green, the pass to Eason. Thompson against Scott. Here's Green. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
I love seeing Green capitalize from that mid-range. These shots help get him into a groove.
Pippen a screen on Thompson. Here's Scott. Here he goes.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Green, no luck. The Bulls leading by 9. Eason against Levine. Takes it inside. And Levine with the slam.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5. G slam cam. 1:21 left to play here in the first. There's Green with the 3. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6. Wembanyama a screen. Tried by Scott. Elijah Wan with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Now here's Olajuwon. On the wing, Malone. Thompson from long range. And it's Irving with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Outside for Pippen. Levine sets the screen for Pippen. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Bulls lead by 13.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Thompson against Scott. Thompson outside. Pocket 6. Green with the screen on Scott. Easton passes to Green. And there it is for him. Green's got 5 now.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Bulls lead by 11. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been that good. But plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Shot is out there with Levine. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Vucevic in at the power forward. Rockets trail by 13. Beverly, the pass to Brooks. Beverly against Scott. Pass to Yao. Over Wembanyama. And finished off by Yao.
Now check out Yao doing big man things. I mean, this guy's size makes those openings easy picking.
Scott dishes to Vucevic. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Yao Ming. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Had about an 82% flip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
At the line for one, Nikola Vucevic.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
Ball with the bucket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You talk about reputations, RJ. You have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their head. You want guys like that on your side.
Houston making a switch. Van Vliet's checked in. Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. Ball, the pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 15-point game. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. The Rockets fourth.
You can see the emphasis they put on rebounding. Such a huge part of their game and one that they didn't ignore.
Thompson, a screen on Scott to the middle. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Wembenyama, a screen on Thompson. Now Scott. He's got 24. Wembenyama, a screen. Outside, ball. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Van Vliet. And the wing jumper offline. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Levine against Thompson. Yao with a screen on Levine. To the paint, and stolen by Wembenyama. Ball against Brooks. Ball no good. Rockets trail by 13. Pass to Van Vliet. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Thompson sets the pick for Van Vliet. This one for 3. Hits the three-point foul. Van Vliet's got 10.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And it became very clear very early, RJ, that Wembenyama is legit and a very special player. Generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
Moses Malone. He's checked in for Brooks. Eason's shot is good.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
Wembenyama, a screen. Scott the pass to Wembenyama. Wembenyama deadly inside.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembenyama inside.
Pass to Eason. Here's Yao, and stolen by Wembenyama. Here's Scott. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And now a 12-point Bulls lead.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Malone down low. Vucevic on him. The shot's good. Malone's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Vucevic, a screen on Van Vliet. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Love watching Ball operate in the screen world, just picking the defense apart.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. First one falls for him. So for the Bulls, Pippin's checked in for Vucevic. Jordan comes in for Ball. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Zach LaVine. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Olajuwon's checked in for Tari Eason. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Tari Eason's checked in for Amen Thompson. Here's Scott. He's got 26. Yao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Lee makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
6 to shoot. Pippen a screen on Eason. Drive by Scott, and the shot is good. Scott's got 28.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
For three, Van Vliet. Offensive rebound, Malone. And that'll be 2 free throws. Coming up, officials on the call with the foul.
And Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really, on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
Chicago making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And it's Irving missing. Rockets trail by 10. Pass to Eason. Thompson with it. Van Vliet outside. The Rockets with another miss.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Jordan, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Scott kicks to Pippen. Van Vliet against Scott. Driving inside. And finished off by Scott.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Rockets trail by 14. And here is Van Vliet. 10 points for him. Pass to Eason. Some nice passing there by Houston. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. 17-foot shot on the way. Not that time. His 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
No one covering. Pippen's got 7.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
To Olajuwon. And he uses the glass on the lane. Olajuwon's got his 2nd bucket.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Vucevic's screen on Thompson. Drive by Scott. He gets that one. And the Bulls lead by 17.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And Thompson kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Olajuwon. Now Eason. Now here's Malone. Here's Olajuwon. That one goes. Count it. Olajuwon's got his 3rd basket of the night. Chicago leading by 15. Here's Irving. Vucevic's screen on Van Vliet. Irving passes to Vucevic. Olajuwon with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Brooks checked in.
Number 9, Dylan Brooks.
Jordan with the ball. Pippen a screen on Brooks. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. And Pippen slams it in.
Don't you wish you could leap like Pippen? I mean, I do.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. Brooks outside. Pass to Olajuwon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Rockets have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Bulls. Houston also making some changes. Yao comes in for Brooks, and it's Green in for Thompson. Scott against Green. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Got a piece of it. Now here's Irving. A second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Yao Ming.
One of the most creative guards that we have ever seen. Irving is just so unpredictable with the ball in his hands.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Rockets trail by 17.
Remaining in the first half, 2 minutes.
Outside, Green. Back to Van Vliet. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Van Vliet's got 12 points in the game. The Bulls shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Here's Jordan. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Green, the pass to Van Vliet. And here's Malone. Outside, Green. Yao with a screen on Scott to the middle. It's deflected and stolen by Wembanyama. By himself. And the dunk by Scott.
And it was Wembanyama who got it rolling after definitely getting a hold of the ball there.
1:14 left here in the second. Irving against Van Vliet from outside the arc. And Pippen pulls it down.
Yeah, and that three-point shot really has looked off here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting it, but it's time to maybe find something else to do. And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Van Vliet kicks to Yao. Pass to Green. And again, the turnover by the Rockets. Chicago leading by 19. Now Pippen. 9 points in the game so far. And Pippen slams it in.
Nice drive by Pippen there. Terrific at just finding his way to the rim.
Houston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. And some nice passing there by Houston. Malone finds Olajuwon. 6 to shoot. Outside, Green. Over Scott, and it's blocked by Scott. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here is Jordan. Pippen a screen. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Chicago with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
Come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm and we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at Houston, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Bulls.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A-Train has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
The Bulls leading by 21, so on the floor for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Yao is out there with Olajuwon. And it's Malone in at the three, the small forward.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Olajuwon outside. Kick by Yao. And the basket by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Houston. The Bulls shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Irving passes to Jordan. Wembanyama, a screen. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Here's Malone inside. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Bulls have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Find the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Scott. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside, Malone. Pass to Olajuwon. Yao with a screen on Pippen. Down low. Yao can't hit. The Bulls leading by 20. The jump hook, and Irving finishes inside. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
The body control that Irving has, fending off the defense in style and still scoring. Love his aggressiveness.
Fires from 14. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And that sends Michael Jordan to the free throw line. And Van Vliet picks one up.
Second team foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
For Chicago, Michael Jordan. One shot.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Pippen, the pass to Wembanyama.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Timeout call for Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
You see yourself on the screen? You should watch the best of those. Let's go. Look at those moves. Let's see those dance moves. Sit down.
Take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Green against Scott, and stolen by Jordan. And Scott has it in the corner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jalen Green. The first one falls. Scott hits them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. Yao kicks to Olajuwon. And they're running. Jordan with the ball. 7 points in the game. Into the lane. Rockets with the rebound. Malone's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Here's Green. Nails the baby hook. Green's got 7.
Making things happen amongst those trees, Green. He's pretty relentless.
Pippen dishes to Jordan. Yao with the block. They recover it, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
4th team foul.
Scott against Green. Scott the pass to Jordan. Clock at 4. And then Jordan slams it in.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Rockets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Van Vliet kicks to Green. Five to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Yao. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Green's got 4 this quarter.
Look at Green showing some hustle on the offensive boards.
Pippen a screen on Green. Scott, good.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Rockets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Back to Van Vliet. Over Irving. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. And Van Vliet, not the same score he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Vliet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Dean comes in for Kyrie Irving. Jordan, the pass to Smith. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Wembanyama down low. He's defended by Olajuwon. And for Houston, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Levine against Malone. To the inside. Here's Yao. And the shot goes down. And it's 8 points for Yao.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Now, here is Jordan. 9 points in the game so far. Kick out to Levine. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got his 3rd assist on the night. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Malone outside. For 3, Van Vliet hits it from 3-point range. Van Vliet's got 7 points here in this quarter.
A terrific response. Van Vliet not allowing the opposition to get the upper hand in that exchange.
Here's Jordan. Here's Smith. Kick out to Levine. Malone with the steal. Pass to Green. Olajuwon against Smith. Outside, Olajuwon. Yao with the screen on Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Van Vliet. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Drive by Scott, outside for Jordan. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Malone outside. Olajuwon deciding where to go with it. To the paint, looking for Yao. He gets it there. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Yao's got 10 points in the game. Scott against Green. Hayes is up. Scott, good. Scott's got 43 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows. Allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Thompson outside. Pass to Yao. Outside, Malone. Yes, that goes in. He's got 10.
Oh, good work by Yao, spotting the open man. That isn't usually a big part of what he does.
Smith with a screen on Green. Drive by Scott and finished off by Scott.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Green inside the three-point line, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there. Chicago's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Right side, Jordan. Jordan is doubled. Pass to Smith. Fires for 3. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Olajuwon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson dishes to Green. Olajuwon with it. Guarded by Levine.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Bucket is good.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Scott with the ball. Now Green defending. Scott against Green. Drive.
Nice finish.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Green against Scott. Malone looking around. Pass to Olajuwon. Good, and it's Malone picking up the assist.
Assist from
Malone's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Out to Smith. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Malone. Malone's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Wembanyama, a screen on Green. Scott, and finished off by Scott.
And that's his M.O. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Here's Green. 11 points in the game. 36 seconds left in the third. Outside, Malone. And stolen by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. Connects again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. A good job there. Jordan getting them in transition, and he does so much, and you almost forget how dominant he can be defensively.
Scott against Green. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Olajuwon. Just 5 on the clock. Over Smith. Olajuwon, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And for Houston, their shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. So with Pippen sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Zach LaVine. Scott is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. And for the Bulls, their shooting has been just outrageous. 64% from the field to this point. Bean passes to Wembanyama. And it's the Rockets on the break. And Malone with the stuff.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Jordan left side. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Jordan's gone only 4 of 11 from the field. For 3, Van Vliet. It's all in by the Bulls. Wembanyama's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after Scott. And finished off by Scott.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Inside. A fader. Rebound by Smith. Here's Chicago. Screen by Smith. And LaVine, here we go. And the jam by LaVine.
Once he gets to that bionic left leg of his, that launching pad, you better watch out because he loves finishing over bigger players.
Here's Van Vliet. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest. They're all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Here's Jordan. Malone with the block.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Van Vliet finds Eason. Another miss by Houston. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. A drive by Scott, and yep, another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Thompson with it. Jordan's there. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one. To go with all the contact. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Back to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Can't get the layup. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet attacking. Banked in off the glass. Van Vliet's got 21 in the game.
He's capable of very big nights. Van Vliet has the ball in his hands a lot, and that can turn into buckets.
Jordan high post. Up against Thompson. And Pippen slams it in.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. Pass to Malone. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Van Vliet sets the pick for Thompson, and it's blocked by Scott. Now Jordan. He takes it in. Here's Pippen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Look how Pippen stays nimble inside, adjusting to get the shot off despite the contact.
Houston making some changes. Yao, he's checked in for Şengün. Olajuwon comes in for Moses Malone. And Jalen Green subbed in for Amen Thompson. Van Vliet kicks to Yao. Back to Van Vliet. Makes it off the glass. Van Vliet's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He may be undersized, but Van Vliet, boy, this man has fantastic touch around the rim.
Jordan, the pass to Pippen. The wide open look here for Vucevic. And the Bulls with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now against Vucevic. Now here is Yao. Defense right on him. Plays it up and banks it in. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Outside for Pippen. Good on the triple. Pippen's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Jordan with the steal. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And LaVine, here we go. And then LaVine with the jam.
Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach LaVine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
Scott against Van Vliet. Poked away. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. Levine wide open. Traps in the tray.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Back to Van Vliet. That's good. It's Olajuwon with the assist. And that's now 25 points for Fred Van Vliet. Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. The Rockets pull it in.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Here's Green. Here's Yao. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, A-Train.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.
One shot.
Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
Vucevic a screen on Green. Here's Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Intelligent play by Kyrie. He knows the pick and roll gets him some better options.
Outside, Olajuwon. Back to Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Shot from the top of the key. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Green. Van Vliet's got 27 points.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Scott the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Scott. Wembanyama, a screen on Malone. The drive by Scott. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Chicago calls timeout.
Timeout.
Scott against Malone. Scott dishes to Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Scott. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Houston. Yao's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Malone. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Wembanyama, a screen on Green. Irving attacking. Basket counts. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
When Kyrie is attacking, he is hard to contain because you know what? He can finish drives in any way possible.
Olajuwon against Vucevic. Yao with a screen on Vucevic. Here's Olajuwon. The Rockets again can't hit. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Ball, and he drives in, and Ball slams it in.
That kind of aggressiveness, that's what you want to see more from Ball.
Here's Malone, and it's Malone finishing it off.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's say that makes up for it. Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
There's 1:40 left in the game. Pass to Green. And here's Malone. He's covered by Ball. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and it's Malone picking up the assist.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for A-Train.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Pass to Olajuwon. Houston moving the ball around. Green with the ball. Three-pointer. And Vucevic pulls it down. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Scott. High peak. Got it again. Sensational.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. Pass to Yao. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Malone.
That is why the team is playing Van Vliet. He has the ability to spot open teammates.
Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, we're at an early part of the season, but what did you want to accomplish tonight individually and in the team flow?
Just wanted to come out here and compete, get the win. We wanted to set a standard for ourselves. The most important thing was just coming out here and competing for my teammates and, doing whatever possible to get this win.
And you all did that tonight. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, A-Train.